Coming up next, the Sport Report. We cover all of the news and the results from the night before in the sports world. Become an expert on sports in under 15 minutes. Today, Chandler with Sports covers the MLB games from yesterday.
Hey TJ, what's going on? I'm Chandler. Hey TJ, what's going on? I'm Chandler, and this is Tiger Beat Sports. And I'm Chandler, and this is Tiger Beat Sports.
Welcome to a special edition of this all-crazy sports newscast.
Hey everybody, I'm Chandler with Sports, and this is the Sport Report.
Chandler with Sports is how he wants to go. With is his middle name, Sports his last name.
I want to get you out the door with every result from every league in under 15 minutes, so that you're more informed about what's going on in the world of sports. With that in mind, here we go. Hit it, Blaze.
This is the Sport Report.
Saturday, August 31st, 2019. Hey everybody, I'm Chandler with Sports, and this is the Sport Report. Before we jump into the results from yesterday, let's catch up on the top story of the night. This is top of the order.
Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it. In a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened. It's showtime. It's party time.
This is top of the order.
Our top story comes from Angel Stadium in Anaheim, where the Boston Red Sox and the LA Angels went head-to-head. The Red Sox led 4-0, 6-3, and entering the ninth inning, 6-4. Well, in the bottom half of the ninth, the Red Sox bullpen did it again. They blew another ninth inning lead. The Angels bullpen then held it together and retired 20 consecutive Red Sox batters and actually pitched 8 no-hit innings between the 6th and 14th innings. And then in the top of the 15th, Mookie Betts, who hit a leadoff homer in the first inning, hit another home run, this one in the 15th inning, over 5.5 hours later. At this point, the game had been past midnight in all 4 American time zones. I'm being told there are 2 more time zones, Alaska and Hawaii. We're not trying to forget about you. We're talking about the continental time zones. Regardless, Mookie's second homer of the game gave the Red Sox a 7-6 lead. Then Red Sox pitcher Andrew Cashner had to pitch to Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, and Albert Pujols in the 15th inning. And he did just that. Trout got on, Ohtani did too, but then it was Pujols who ended the game. There were 2 outs, and he lined out to Benintendi in left, and the Red Sox, they win 7-6 and are 5.5 games out of the second wild card held by the Oakland Athletics. The game took 5 hours and 25 minutes, ending at 12:32 a.m. local time, 3:32 a.m. Eastern time. That wasn't the only Major League Baseball game on the calendar. Let's get to the rest of the games on the diamond.
High fly ball into right field. She is gone.
And Carlton Fisk had a lot of little boy in him right there.
Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Touch 'em all, Joe. Home run! Mike Piazza! Jeter backhands from the outfield grass. Got it! Man, what a play!
Now from Major League Baseball.
The MLB lineup from yesterday includes 15 games.
We'll pick up at Wrigley Field. Chicago Cubs 7, Milwaukee Brewers 1. Cubs player Nicholas Castellanos had 2 homers in this game to up his total to 10 through 27 games as a member of the Cubbies. He had 11 homers as a member of the Tigers up until the trade deadline. Jose Quintana improves to 12-8 with a 3.9 ERA on the season for the Cubbies. Pittsburgh Pirates 9, Colorado Rockies 4. Antonio Sensatella falls to 8-9 on the season for the Rockies, as Dario Agrasal improves to 4-3 on the season for the Pirates. Washington Nationals 7, Miami Marlins 6. Daniel Hudson improves to 8-3 with a 2.89 ERA for the Nationals. Ryan Stanek falls to 0-4 for the Marlins. The Marlins had scored 2 in the top half of the ninth, but Anthony Rendon walked it off for the Nationals in the bottom half of the ninth inning when he singled in Howie Kendrick and Trey Turner. Nationals win by 1. New York Mets 11, Philadelphia Phillies 5. The Mets trailed in this game once, and that was after the 6th inning. They tied the game in the top half of the 7th, then 5 runs in each of the 8th and 9th innings allows them to win by a touchdown. Oakland Athletics 8, New York Yankees 2. Brett Anderson improves to 11-9 for the A's. Tommy Canley falls to 3-1 for the Yankees. Houston Astros 7, Toronto Blue Jays 4. Colin McHugh improves to 4-5 for the Astros, as George Springer had 4 RBI in this game for Houston. Tampa Bay Rays 4, Cleveland Indians nothing. Cleveland only had 5 hits in this game against Tampa, as Shane Bieber, no relation to Justin Bieber, falls to 12-7 with a 3.27 ERA for the Indians. Those 4 hits for Cleveland, well, 4 of the 5 came off Pruitt, 1 came off Drake, who gets the win and improves to 3-1 for Tampa. Minnesota Twins 13, Detroit Tigers 5. Kyle Gibson's 13-6 on the season for the Twins. Edwin Jackson falls to 3-8 for the Tigers. Minnesota led 12-4 after the 4th inning. Atlanta Braves 10, Chicago White Sox 7. Max Fried is 15-4 on the season for the Braves. Ivan Nova falls to 9-11 for the White Sox. Texas Rangers 6, Seattle Mariners 3. Kobe Allard improves to 3-0 on the season for the Rangers, as Marco Gonzalez falls to 14-11 for the Mariners. Jose Trevino, no relation to former golfer Lee Trevino, had 3 hits and 2 RBI in this game for the Rangers. Baltimore Orioles 14, Kansas City Royals 2. Anthony Santander had a 3-run home run in the top half of the 3rd, to put Baltimore up 4-1. 2 of those runs would prove to be the winning runs in this game, as Baltimore scored at least 2 runs in 5 of the 9 innings. Arizona Diamondbacks 5, LA Dodgers 4. Archie Bradley improves to 4-5 on the season for the Diamondbacks, who scored all 5 of their runs between the 6th and 8th innings. Tim Locastro scored the winning run for the Diamondbacks on a balk. That's correct, a balk. Adam Jones went to second base. This happened in the bottom half of the 8th. Between these 2 teams, a balk has scored the winning run, and the Diamondbacks pitching staff earlier in the season walked 5 straight batters to help the Dodgers win the game. That was on July 2nd. These 2 teams have a history this season of winning games in weird ways. San Francisco Giants 8, San Diego Padres 3. Madison Bumgarner improves to 9-8 with a 3.62 ERA for the Giants, as Dinelson Lamet falls to 2-3 for the Padres. Reds and Cardinals was postponed due to weather. They'll have a day-night doubleheader later today. Before we go, we want to mention some college football. The number 1 team in the land 2 nights ago, Clemson, defeated Georgia Tech 52-14. In the Holy War, Utah, number 14th ranked Utah, over BYU 30-12. And last night in the Rocky Mountain Showdown, which was delayed by lightning until 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time, Colorado Buffaloes take down the Colorado State Rams for the 5th consecutive year. This one 52-31. Head coach for the Buffs, Mel Tucker, becomes the 3rd Buffaloes head coach since 1936 to win on his debut. Oh, and finally, the Nevada Wolfpack become the first team since 2015 to overcome a 14-point fourth quarter deficit and come back to win against a Power 5 team with that 14-point deficit. They defeat Purdue 34-31, outscoring the Boilermakers 17-0 in the fourth quarter. Nevada true freshman kicker Brandon Talton hit a 56-yarder as the time expired to give the Wolfpack the victory. The college football season begins its first full Saturday later today. We'll have full team coverage of the college football slate here on opening weekend for tomorrow's episode. That's the Sport Report for Saturday, August 31st, 2019.
For now, I'm Chandler.
Thanks for tuning into the Sport Report today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest in sports. In the words of Jack Buck, who is one of the best broadcasters of his generation,
And we'll see you tomorrow night.
so let it be written, so let it be done. See you next time on The Sport Report.
Do you want to contact Chandler with sports, have thoughts on sports, or questions about advertising on the Sport Report? Find us on Twitter or Instagram at SportReportCWS for either social media site.
This podcast is copyrighted by the Sport Report for viewers to understand sports from a news reporting basis. Any other use of this podcast, Sport Report logos, or anything associated with this podcast without the express written consent of Chandler with Sports is strictly prohibited.